Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself world. A lot of you may have noticed I've been gone for a while. Well, let's just say I had some health issues, and this is my first day back on my feet again. When there's a lot of factors involved right now. I had slipped a lot when I told you about the gout, and I switched my diet entirely. And you know, changing your diet has effect on your body. That's one thing. But then I cut out all sugar, like all forms of unnatural sugar. I'll eat fruit and, you know, vegetables and things, but anything processed I cut out entirely. That's going to affect your body. And then I also get sinus pressure when the weather changes, air pressure changes, and that causes issues. Anyway, then when I started to notice I might need a bra, I realized I was eating too much, and so I also cut my intake, and that'll affect you too. So I made a lot of changes at once, which may have compromised my immune system and my energy levels, and I am not getting the proper nutrients that I need. So it's a learning process. Anyway, I lost a week. Here I am, and I'm going to take it easier today. I'm not going to have a sit-down chat with you about all the things and all the issues in the last week. I'm going to start moving pallets. These are where my barricade for the gate, and I need them out of my way. So I need to get my outdoor workbench moved first. I love this whole thing. I got this free, and I think I'm going to paint the top of it so it doesn't get wrecked anymore from the weather. I'll probably keep a tarp over it. I really like it. I didn't know if I was going to keep it, but it actually has survived the weather so beautifully. There's no rust, and only the surface of the wood is getting wrecked a little on the top. And I may even put a new piece on there because I like it. Anyway, this has got to come over. And then I am going to put this over against the fence line from now on. That's probably where it's going to stay, tarped up. I've got to get a wagon over here. I don't think I can run a lawnmower through without moving our... We've got a lot of stuff here that I'm also going to be moving. So I've got 2 pallets with those rocks on them that I got from mining right in the pathway. What a wonderful plan to put them right there. Well, when I did that, the carport was here, so yeah, it wasn't in the way at the time. We've got a picnic table and stuff. Anyway, I can't get a mower in here, so I'm going to have to hand cart the pallets out on a wagon. Let's get it done. That's going to take a couple trips. Oops. It's awkward not working in front, or not blocking the camera when you work. Makes everything a little bit more complicated. Now I gotta take it a little easy today. It's my first day on my feet. So try to stack them neat so they stay on. It's like 4 and 3. Those 2 down there are heavy, so I'll take 4 in this trip and 3 on the next. Over the pallet pile. Pallets are valuable on the Homestead. There's so many uses for pallets, it's unbelievable. Scum. He's actually putting signs in his window for me to read. That shows absolutely that his only intent here is to harass. I had to do some reorganizing. Oh yeah, that one's heavy. That one's really heavy. Wasps. Oh yeah. Normally I picked them up and tossed them around, but a little bit slow today. See, I got my wrong pants on. I'm gonna have to go in and change. We'll get these up there. Take you out and show you where they're going. I'm putting them on the live edge slabs to help weigh them down better. Figure get more pressure on them for a while is always good. So I just reorganized that stack a bit so I could put these up there. Bit wobbly because of how the one is cut, but it'll work. Well, this job came to an abrupt halt. I started working the wood pile here, and a very horrible manner, I discovered a yellowjacket nest in here. And I got hurt. It still hurts. It's been a little while. I've been inside taking it easy. They're buzzing around my feet. They're everywhere. They're swarming this land this year, and I don't know what to do about it. This is the worst I've ever seen. They're in the trees. They're buzzing the trees. They're swarming the ground. They're all over the property. There's multiple nests, and I just discovered this one the hard way. So I can't touch any of this wood over here until it freezes. I'm in the process of moving these here. This is my rock collection from my first haul, and I'm putting it over by the garage, and I'm organizing and sorting all the little pieces like this are gonna go in one container. Anything with crystals is going in another container. So I'm gonna sort them by like materials, and that way I'll have everything related based on what I'm looking for, and smaller chunks like this. All the bigger stuff, I'll show you. The big stuff is neatly going up here on a big pallet up against my fence right in front of the garage. And I'm trying to put there's some crystal type stuff. These are going to be more fragile when it gets cold. Anything tougher that isn't going to break, I've got to be careful, because if water gets in some of these, it might break them and degrade them. But then I'm going to tarp these over real well and secure them before winter sets in. But anyway, I've got a lot to do, a lot of moving rocks. But I'm generally cleaning up today, taking it easy since I'm recovering my strength and just not working too fast. I'm in the truck. There is something else I've done, and I did not record. It was an absolute nightmare. You might notice there's some pieces hanging open and stuff. The shift cable stripped on me. I didn't know what was wrong, but all of a sudden the truck wouldn't shift. That was a absolute crazy job, because the clips those of you who have done this will know what I'm talking about. But the retaining clips on the cable are facing this way, so that, I mean, how do I explain it? The opening is on the side this way, and you have to squeeze the clips from up and down, which makes it nearly impossible to get in there with any normal tool. It was probably designed for dealers only, and underneath the truck was even worse. They set it up in such an insane position, shifted at an angle to where you can hardly reach it. Whereas if they had turned it just a little bit, it would have been easy to do. But no, they made it nearly impossible to get those with normal tools. So that was a job. That was a really horrendous job. And normally you would have to strip out half the interior of the truck. All the side trim and the floor trim and the carpeting, and take the seats out. No way. So you don't see it, but I cheated and I put a slit in the carpet, and it's under the mat so nobody sees it. I cheated. Let me show you the original cable. And, well, it works. I'm going to order a new boot. That's why I left it up there. I'm going to get a new boot. I cannot believe this worked. I cannot believe that it worked and failed suddenly on me. That is just incredible. This is what I'm talking about. Actually, here they are. You have to squeeze those in to pull this out, okay? But they have it turned in such a way so this is down and this is up. And there's no way on earth you can get in there with normal pliers. It was a nightmare of a job. I don't have angled pliers or any such thing. This is the first time I've ever had to deal with something like that. Turn it that way would have been nice, but no, they did it that way. And then the same thing underneath the truck. Instead of having it so you could reach it, nope, they put it sideways so that, and then there's a drive shaft right here and a transmission pan right here. So there's no way to get up in there normally. And it was an absolute nightmare. So I finally got it. But I'll tell you what, if you don't have the proper tools for that, that was no fun. Other than that, it was an easy job. But, boy, I can't believe that worked as long as it did. Anyway, that's the end of that. And that's the end of this day. Please like this video. And subscribe if you haven't, because you never know what I might be doing tomorrow. Talk to you later.